Hi guys, and welcome back to Shit Gaming. We're back in town with another 2,000 point Ark of Omen match play mission. And it's the Necrons led by the Silent King against the Thousand Suns. Alright, 2,000 points of Necrons being led by the Silent King, who's an absolute god of the Necrons. I have paid for his war trait for the Triarch's Will. I also have Illumine, who can heal things. He's a boss, he's the mega Technomancer Lord leader. Mother hella. And he's got Enduring Will for his ward trait. I also got a Lord as well with the Orb of Eternity Relic. Chronomancer with the Veil of Darkness. Spending 4 CP down to 2, but then Silent King gives me 3 back, so I'm starting on 5. For troops, I have 2 squads of 5-man Immortals with Ghost Blasters, as well as a 20-man Warrior Flayer squad, and then a 10-man Reaper squad as well. Moving to fast attack, I have 8 Scarab Swarms, as well as 2 squads of 3 Tomb Blades. The squad on the left is armed with all with Tesla, and they have the Nebula Scope to ignore cover. The squad on the right is armed with Ghost Blasters, and one of them will have the Invuln, just a 5 Invuln for the points. Heavy support, I have 2 Annihilation Barges, all with Tesla cannons underneath, and 3 Locust Destroyers and 1 Heavy Destroyer with a Ghost Destructor. And that is 2,000 points of Necrons, and Mefric gives me extra AP if I'm within half range, as well as increasing the range of my guns by 3 inches, as well as allowing me to have the Protocol of the Vengeful Stars. I get Ignore Cover at half range, and also extra AP on the Wound Wall of 6 as well. Which is pretty spicy, and it's a lot of damage, no melee, but we'll see what happens, and we'll look at the Thousand Suns. 2,000 points, 1,000 Suns, my friend, take it away.
So I will go from right to left. This is my first sorcerer. He's going to be on disc. He's going to be my buffing sorcerer. He's got -1 to hit, and he's got the 4-up Invuln.
Very nice.
And then I've got my other sorcerer on disc, who's going to be my Mortal Wound sorcerer. He's got the Arrogance of Eons to use 2 Cabal rituals, and he also has... and it's also Reader World Denies. And then he also has the Athenian Scrolls to cast 3d6 on 1 spell of my choosing. And then I have my... this is my Infernal Master. He has the Teleporting Relic.
Very nice. And then moving on, we have some Terminators.
Yes, so I have 2 squads of Terminators. They're both kitted out the exact same. I've got Sorrow Cannons and missile launchers on all of them. And then both of my sergeants, one of them is going to have the Protege upgrade, which is going to be the boy with the red cloak. So the one with the silver cloak here is going to have Rites of Coalescence for the healing, and then that is that.
So ability to bring back a model on the walk charge above a 9.
Yeah.
No,
that's not.
Just heal wounds in the commanders.
Yes.
Very nice. And then moving on.
I have a unit of 5 Kill Spawn. We've got some proxy here. These are my Spawn. And then I've got a squad of 3 individual Spawn as well.
Spawn are quite good at Thousand Suns. They can get -1 to hit, give an Invuln. Good stratagem.
Can be weirdly tanky.
Yeah, weirdly quite damagey for melee. And then we have some Tzeentch Flamers.
Yes, so I have a big 10-man blob. Everyone has Flamers there. This is where my the sergeant has Protege, so he knows an additional power.
Very nice.
And then I have 3 5-mans. Everyone has a Flamer, and then 1 Soul Reaper, and then the Flame Pistol on the sergeant.
Very nice. So a lot of Rubric Marines with a lot of damage, and then another Tiger Power on the Protege, and then some Spawn for some melee, and then some durability and some damage, and then some Psychics with some scary stuff to round off the Thousand Sun list. So it's 1,000 Suns against the might of the Necrons. And we'll see what happens, and we'll go now to the setup and the deployment, guys. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and enjoy this epic game. Psychic powers, these guys know Pyrrhic Flux and take away the Invuln. Those guys will have a double move. These guys will have the power for -1 strength on an enemy's gun. Kaka, Demonic Curse, which is another Mortal Wound power on 6s, do 1,000,000 mortals. 1,000 Suns are scary for the mortals, let's go. And then more Psychic power. They get Prescience, they're having extra range. 4-up Invuln, -1 to hit, as well as Doom Bolt, Tzeentch's Firestorm. And finally, the Healing power. And we'll go now to the secondaries, the setup and deployment, guys. Stay tuned. This is the board set up by Massoir. We're playing Long Ways today, which is a new exciting change. We're playing a mission called The Scouring. There are 5 objectives, but all of the objectives are just in No Man's Land, which is bad for the Necron secondaries, for treasure and ancient machineries. Deployment zones are quite big, which is quite good for behind enemy lines, There's like a 17-inch gap on either side for the deployment zones, vertically, and the board is a little narrow, but we're going to go. So this is the setup, and obviously buildings give obscured. And we have some sewage pipes for -2, a derelict building for -2. We have no -1 today. We're in a ruined city on the Imperial world of Korax, which is kind of gas on the eastern fringe. But this is close to where the Silent King has re-emerged, and he's got an alliance of many Necron legions to fight the horrors of the Thousand Suns. So we'll see what happens and get ready as we check out the second. Alright, Necron secondaries. No prisoners, a Bore the Witch, and I had treasure, but then re-evaluated because of the positioning of the objectives, so I went for behind enemy lines. 1,000 Suns to assassinate, no prisoners, and also behind enemy lines as well. So we matched that there, and we'll see what happens. It's a hold 1, hold 2, hold 3 mission. For secondary, you got to do an action on an objective, and at the end of the game, you get a certain amount of points. 3 at the end of the game, determining on how many objectives you do the action on, so pretty spicy. Yeah, this is Shade Gaming, welcome to the video. And for my command protocols, the one I'll have active all game will be Vengeful Stars, because I'm meh for it. I get an extra AP within half range, and I ignore cover. And the one that I'll start off with will be the Eternal Guardian, and then I can have 2 rounds of Undying Legion, and then the Hungry Void, and I can bring in the Conquering Tyrant. I have Southern Storm turn 5 for a late 1,000 Suns won the roll-off for sides. They elected to pick the side on the left. Necrons deployed the side on the right. And we'll see what happens, and we'll get back to you. So stay tuned. Alright, deployment. Necrons on this side. I have my Silent King, my Illuminor, my Warriors, my Scarabs, my Destroyers, all behind here, defending the Stronghold. On the right flank, I have a Ghost Ark and the Tesla Tomb Blades, as well as an Annihilation Barge hiding with some Immortals. And then on the left flank, I have 5 Immortals back here with another Annihilation Barge pushed up, because quite big deployment zones. And also, I want to stop the Deep Strike for behind enemy lines. Over here, oh my god, there's so many 1,000 Suns, and they're all kind of hiding with a couple of the squads nestled in some cover and some terrain pieces being obscured. It's the Necrons against 1,000 Suns. Choose your weapon. 4, 2, Necrons. Turn 1. Turn for the Necrons, I get a CP back. The protocol of the Eternal Guardian for this turn, I'm now going to choose to get Overwatch 5+, because there's no need to get +1 save if I don't move. Actually, let me think. Or is now going to mechanically augment. He's going to do it to the Warrior Squad. Don't give me a 1 or a 2. Yay! Alright, the big Warrior Squad have now got +1 ballistic skill for the entire game. Warriors now have +1 ballistic skill the entire game, just improve it by 1, so they're now hitting on 2s all game long, which is spicy. Mile be done's. I will mile be done. Interesting thoughts. Mile be done on the Warriors and on the Locusts. Choose to go into 5-up Overwatch as well for my command protocol, as well as having access to Vengeful Stars, ignore cover at half range, and XP on the room roll of 6 at half range. And then I'm going to give Lord's Will to the Ghost Ark. Lord's Will to the Ghost Ark, and we'll move into the moon phase of the Necrons. I'm going to do an action with the Immortals on that point. I'm going to push up. I might try and do some damage. I don't know. I'm a little bit scared of the guns and the power from the Tzeentch. But we'll see what happens in Necron turn 1. Could be KG, could be Killy. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, 5-up invulns on the Scarabs 2 from the Chronomancer. And let's do this. Necron turn 1, it's KG turn. I pretty much pushed up the Scarabs, kept the Annihilation Barge there, did the action with the Immortals on the right side, pushed up the Tomb Blades, and then just didn't Veil, and only got no points actually, just pretty KG, but I'm staging for turn 2, when hopefully we become aggressive, and I did the action with the Immortals. And now I'll move into 1,000 Suns, turn 1, so stay tuned. 1,000 Suns turn 1, might be pushing out the Sorcerer to try to do some smites and powers into the Barge, but it's pretty cagey turn 1 as we have a slow start to this epic game. End of Tzeentch moving phase, push the Sorcerer up to do some Mortals, everyone's pretty hidden and safe. This spawn, is that spawn there? Gonna get double moved, and then we have some more Tzeentch Marines holding the far flank. And pretty cagey, pretty defensive, and we're going to the Psych phase for Tzeentch on turn 1. So spending a CP to swap his teleport power for Gaze of Hate, so down to 3. So double moving the spawn.
He is double moving.
Spawn's doing the action on that objective. Those Marines are getting -1 to hit, which goes off. Rubik's get the 4-up invuln, which passed. Not bad. And a -1 to hit as well, it's pretty tough. Now he's coming in with his powers.
I'm gonna do Tzeentch Fire.
3 dice for Tzeentch Firestorm. Whoop.
That's an extra.
Hey, he gets an extra. Oh, this is bad for me. 9 dice, 5's Immortals. Live, brother! Okay, just 1.
Just 1.
Barge taking a damage. Gaze of Hate coming in from the Sorcerer. Goes 3 dice, 4+ Immortals, takes,
just
1. Last power, smiting the Scarabs. Smitten. Yes. 3 more. 4 Cabal points to an additional D3 Immortals in the Barge, just automatically, for 1, for 2. He's on 4 wounds remaining, taking half his damage. Spending 7 Cabal points to automatically teleport him away. Eldar trickery, I tell you.
And then I'm just going to have none left to get CP back.
For 4 Cabal points.
Yeah, I have to...
That's the end of the Psychic phase for 1,000 Suns, and arguably the end of their turn, because line of sight is limited, and they just raised the banner, or did the action? Did the weird action?
It needs All-Spec Scan.
All-Spec Scan. Cool name. And yeah, so Necron's turn 2 will begin, and I'll get 8 points of primary. Necron's turn 2, I get 8 points of primary, I get another CP pack, so I'm up to 8. Vengeful Stars all game, but this turn I'm in the Undying Legions. I'm going to choose to heal 2 wounds. And that Scarab's back up to 3. Command phase, I'm gonna augment the Locusts. The Locusts! Oh, I got +1 Ballistic Skill again on the Locusts. So I'm just boosting Ballistic Skill. So I got +1 Ballistic Skill to the Locusts. I'm gonna Maui down the Warriors and the... decisions. Maui down the Locusts, for sure. Maui down the Tomb Blades, Lord's Will the Tomb Blades, and Maui down the Locust. And I'm gonna give the Invuln to the Locust as well, 2. And yeah, we're going to push up into the Necron phase, and I need to do things now as we go to turn 2 of this epic game, and stay tuned. Necron turn 2 moon phase has been concluded. Damage will be increased. These Locusts veiled with the Cryptek. Can see some Terminators maybe, or some boys. The Annihilation Barge pushed up, as did the Scarabs to charge the spawn. The Tomb Blades on the far side advanced and can spend a CP to shoot and treat their weapons as assault and ignore the penalty. So, and also the Ghost Dart pushed up as well as the Barge, whilst Silent King stayed back. Sorry, and then Illuminor pushed up over here with some more Tomb Blades and some Immortals who are doing the action. Now we must get some damage. Alright, damage will be started. Spend a CP to fire the Tomb Blades into the a CP to shoot into the Tzeentch Marines. Down to 7, and I ignore your cover and I get 12 shots hitting on 4s. Come on. Okay, that's pretty good. And then running on 3s. Oh yeah. AP doesn't matter, it's just 5 4-ups. 4-ups. Takes
so 1 dice.
3 damage taken. One Marine dies and 1's on a wound. Not bad. This Annihilation Bar is going to fire. He's going to do his little gun into the Terminators, and he's going to do his big gun into those boys. I'm going to spend a CP for do Talent for Annihilation. Down to 6. Every 6 to wound you is a mortal, capping at 3.
Oh, that's good.
Alright, Tesla. Oh, okay. Okay. 1 hit, so 3 misses, but it becomes 4 hits. So 1 positive. 3s. Oh, okay, I get the 3 mortals. Oh my god, and then some. 2 up saves because AP is 0 from the barge. Take 2 damage. 2 damage goes through plus 3 mortals, so 5 damage. So he's on a wound, Sergeant is on a wound. There's 3 Tesla shots into the Terminator squad. Little Tesla cannon, hitting on 3s this time. Tesla. Oh! Shots. 5 hits. Strength 6, T4, so 3s. 6s immortals, doesn't matter because a cap. 0, so 2 ups.
Feels weird. I want you to not.
You take no damage. Necron plan comes into reversion. I'm going to spend a CP down to 5. Everything within 6 inches of those Terminators takes a mortal wound on a 4+. Entire bubble, other than the Terminators, takes a mortal wound on a 4-up. It's everything in that clump. First Rubik squad on a 4. Yes.
Very nice.
Now on the spawn. On a 4. No. The Flamer squad at the back. On a 4. Yes. The other Terminator squad on a 4. Yes. The mortal wound throwing out. The Infernal Master. On a 4. No. The Exalted Sorcerer. On a 4. Yes. Took a damage on the Sorcerer, took a damage on the Marines, took a damage on the Terminators, and took a damage on the Spawn. Locust Destroyers are going to fire the regular gun into the Terminators, whilst the big gun goes into the last Siege Boy. Right. 3 CP for -1 damage. Bruh. Then 2 CP to reroll the rune roll. For Extermination Protocols. And the reroll on the hit roll as well. Alright, start with the Gauss Cannons. On 2s, rerolling everything. Because of the Silent Kit! No, because of Malwadam. Because of Hardwired Hatred. And then strength 6, T4, so 3s. Another one fell out. That's 2 CP for 1! Conversion! 9 5-ups. Makes 2. Alright, D3 damage. For 2 damage, so that will kill 1. And then 5 left. Come on, get a big one. Yeah, that will kill another one. Next one. Oh, sorry. And then I need a big one. No. So that just kills another one. So 3 die in total. So 3 Terminators fall. Definitely quite good, but the plan will be amazing if I kill this Obsec boy. He's holding the point down for the Tzeentch on the far side with 1 destroyer, but he has a 4-up invuln, so it's going to come down to that. It's -1 hit, but I hit on 2s. +1 to hit is a 1, so it's a 2. So it's a 2. That's a hit. And then it's a 2. With a reroll. That's a 4-up invuln. Oh my god, he fails it. CP reroll. Oh, he fails it. Oh my god, that's huge. That's the end of the shooting phase. I managed to wipe out that Tzeentch unit, kill 3 Terminators, and it wasn't bad, and wound some guys from some mortals, and now we're going to use the Scarabs to charge into that spawn. Scarabs charging in. They get a 3. Scarabs made the charge, and now they're going to pile in. 8 Scarabs coming in, that's 32. Protomaster Tropic Lance did have range, but he's pulled the guy from line of sight for the shooting, and then this is just Scarabs coming in with 32 attacks into the spawn. 32 attacks on 6s. Well, hitting on 4s with 6s all wounds, holy crap. The mummy, the Scarabs, in the scene of the mummy where the Scarabs are chasing that guy and they just gnom all his flesh away and they eat him. This is what's happening to the spawn.
The chaos spawn, so it's like...
That many auto wounds, these are wounding on 5s. Yeah, I don't really need 5-ups, his 4 wounds, he is super dead. The spawn is picked up and the Scarabs consolidate. As the end of Necron turn 2, we'll see how many points we get and we'll see how the Thousand Suns respond. And 2 scores on the doors, Necrons have 8 for primary and 2 for Ball the Witch, and Thousand Suns get 4 for their primary in their turn 2, and we'll see what happens. Alright, Thousand Suns turn 2. Plans of action, probably wipe out the Scarabs, try and wipe out these Locusts, the Barge, and maybe the Tomb Blades, and we'll see how they push back in this game that is heating up like a can of beans. End of 1,000 Suns movement phase, my friend, what was the gist?
I moved my spawn up here so that I can double move them and charge the
Scarabs.
Up here I advanced them so I can shoot my flamers here. This spawn just moved up onto the objective. He's just going to either charge or just stay behind the building if he needs to.
Fair enough. That spawn's doing the action, he pops out.
So he's just popped his head out so that he can try and take out the
Chronomancer. And then +1 strength from the Terminators in the building. So far, double move the spawn succeeded, and you also got 4-up invuln, and you might want to hit them as well. No. So the 10-man Terminators got -1 to hit, but the 5-man spawn got the 4-up invuln, and they got double moves, and now we're going to try a smite into the Annihilation Barge from which squad?
My dude right here.
From him.
He's poked.
On a smite. He gets it. Yeah, D3. For 1. Down to 5 wounds. Another smite coming in from the Infernal Master.
Yes.
Oh, he gets it. A D3 for another 1. 4 wounds. This guy's going to attempt to Zeech's Firestorm. The Chronomancer in the building. Avoids character protection, and that is not a natural 9. 5s to 6s now. For 2. On 5s you got 1 more, but on 6s you got 2. 2 wounds remaining. And with the gaze of hate. Oh, he hates me. Just need 2 4s, and he gets it. I'm going to spend a CP for Resurrection Protocols. I will roll it at the end of the phase. He lies down, and there's a 50-50 whether or not he'll stand back up, which is 3 points for Assassinate. Doombolt the Destroyer. Doombolt. So, flat 3 mortals, I'll put it on the Heavy Destroyer, so he's down to a wound.
So the +1 hit is actually going on the Chaos Spawn, because then the hit on 3 instead of 4s.
Alright, and extra range, and also a -1 to hit. Yeah. Power points to auto pass the teleport on these guys to go down this corridor and hit some Tomb Blades. Reposition this guy a little bit better, but we continue. As this epic game is unfolding and Psychic Phase continues. End of the Psychic Phase! Does the Chronomancer stand back up? Oh, he does not. He falls away to the ashes of time, which is 3 points for Assassinate. For the 1,000 Suns. Shooting phase, these guys on the left are going to fire into the Tomb Blades, auto-hitting. 5 flamers coming in, 4 flamers. Because one of them has a Soul Reaper.
Yes.
Oh, 1 flamer hits, winning on 5s. Okay, thank God it wasn't 4s. On the guy with an invuln, 5s. Hey! 1 Tomb Blades on a wound as the Soul Reaper comes in. Advance, so that's it, nice. Just 1 Soul Reaper from this squad. Coming into this. So the Soul Reaper got everything hit with 5 shots, and it's winning on 2s. And you get 4 wounds. Does the Scarab reanimate? No. These Terminators are firing, they're doing all their bolters into the Destroyers, and then the Soul Reapers and the missiles down this corridor into the Tomb Blades. 4s and Soul Reapers. 3s to wound. Oh, Jesus. You wiped the squad.
Really?
Yeah. The Tomb Blades are wiped out. That was pretty good. The Destroyers from the bolters. Let's go. Daka, hitting on 3s. Rolling 1s. Strength 5, T5, so 4s. I will take that. 2 of them are touching the building, so cover, so 4-ups. Live, brother! Okay, you killed 1. No, 1 was already on a wound. Kill a Destroyer, and 1's down to 1, and I have reanimations. I bring him back, I need 4 dice on 5. So, the Warp Flame Pistol from the Sorcerer coming into the Destroyers. D6 shots for, oh, Jesus, winning on 5s into the Destroyers. Don't hurt me. You get 2. I'm annoying. 5 ups. Bow. Oh, he killed 1 by the Come back, brother! Come back! Oh. 6 flamers in range of the Scarabs, we're gonna flame them now. 66. Winning on 3s. Strength 4. 2 bases full, 1's down to a wound. They reanimate. I say, oh, so close. Oh, if I had it, would I have done it? Oh, no. The Terminators, the last Terminators in the building are going to fire. The final thing, they're doing the missiles into the barge, the Soul Reapers into them, and then 3 guys into the Destroyers, and the rest of the bolters into him, and spend a CP for extra bolter shots. I'm spending a CP for 4-up invuln on the barge. Starting with the Soul Reapers into the Destroyers. Let's go! 21 3s. Strength 60, 5 so 3s. 5-up invulns. Ba-bam. Oh, 1 die. Destroyer remains as 15 bolters come in. 3 guys with 5 shots each is 15 bolters. On 3s. Rerolling 1s. Winning on 5s. Ooh. Just 1. And then 5 up. Yay. Reanimation. Oh. 1 locust remains. On survival we will see into the barge, the missiles. So that's 1 for a Yes! I love you so much. 5 last Terminator shooting, CP for extra shot is 25 shots into the barge and 4 wounds. Can he kill him? This is pretty big. On 3s, rerolling 1s. I see in a couple 2s.
Okay, this is good.
Yeah. 19 hits, wounding on 5s. He's got 4 wounds left. 4 wounds went through. 4 Bimons. Oh yeah. Takes 2 damage. Phase pretty tense. The barge is on 2 wounds and the locust is on...
Actually, I'll charge both because it's
I will
your
probably
hull,
overwatch
isn't
you.
it?
He's just charging the locust to avoid the overwatch from them. Test the barge.
Are you AP1?
I'm AP2. So he's charging both, so I will overwatch. You know what? I won't overwatch. I'm gonna say overwatch.
Oh,
It was a bluff. No. CP. Spending a CP, a kappa. Down to 1, it's a per. Oh, he got an 8, but it's not a 10. Spawn are going into the scarabs, which they make it on a 5. Just they're jumping on in. Spawns charging the Tomb Blades, so the Tomb Blades will overwatch. Death or Glory spent another CP to get exploding 6s, so overwatching every 6 explodes. Come on! That wasn't worth it. I got 1, 2. Oh, 2's not bad because that becomes 4. 4s, if I just get everything, you're dead. Come on! Oh, 2 damage goes through. 2 wounds remaining, now it makes a charge. Start where you would like, spawn and spawn. Okay, cool, so 4 spawn are coming into the scarabs. It's out to potentially try and grab the point. Once they kill them, if they do. Mutation power is a 3. Reroll the wound roll. So those 4 spawn attacking can reroll the wound roll. 2d3 attacks each is 8d3 number of attacks. Lots of 1s. Ouch. 17 attacks, hitting on 3. He's got the +1 to hit. Rerolling the wound roll could be quite clutch. Actually amazing. Okay, the conversions weren't there. Spawn. The spawn pick up the scarabs. The scarabs are done. Thank God. These Tomb Blades are getting hit, and he got a spawn in there, and he got 3d3 for the attacks for the mutation. 3d3 attacks. 3 1s, please. Okay. 5 attacks, hitting on 4s. 4s to wound, strength 5, T5. Yes. These Tomb Blades can fight back and pile in. Tomb Blades have 3 attacks. Ah! Oh God. End of Thousand Suns turn 2. They wiped out the Chronomancer, they wiped out the Scarabs, they wiped the Locust down to a guy, and they also wiped out these Tomb Blades. But those Tomb Blades live, meaning I will hold that objective, meaning his Necrons will get 12 points for their primary. 3 points for Assassinate, and we'll see what happens as we go into Necrons turn 3. Necron turn 3, you get 20 for primary. Also, for Necron turn 3, we are going to heal wounds on the Tomb Blades, put Annihilation Barge back up to 3. We're going to bring in the Command Protocol of the Conquering Tyrant. That was the one the Silent King can bring in for this turn, allowing me to fall back and shoot at -1, which is pretty spicy. Getting to CP, we're going to mildly done the Warriors, we're going to mildly done the Ghost Arc, and we're going to mechanically augment these Immortals here. Give me a 3! Yes! D3, a natural 3. So these Immortals now are T6. 12 points of primary. It's Operation Get Behind Enemy Lines and just wipe out that Terminator squad on the left. And we'll see what happens and we'll come back to the end and I think things will fall again. End of the Necron movement phase. I have pushed this Annihilation Barge on 3 wounds back to be within 3 inches of Illuminor. And then he can heal D3 wounds upon him. Heal the barge! A wound. Next, a wound is healed. Everything helps. And then actually, have I finished?
Oh, and do you want to do the action anyway?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've pushed the barge back, Illuminor will fire, these Immortals are holding it down, the Warriors pushed up, some are in the building, Silent King pushed the Menhirs in the building, but he's staying back. This barge pushed up, the Destroyer pushed up. Interestingly, he only has 1 spawn, just 1 spawn holding the point down, no other obsects, so that Locust will now be tying the point, which is really big. And then the plan is to wipe out those spawn, get them off that point, and those Tomb Blades. Those Tomb Blades are getting 3 points behind enemy lines, and we'll shoot some stuff. So we'll see. As we go into the Mephrit phase of the game, the shooting phase. With the Warriors, who are going to shoot line of sight into these Terminators, and they have 27 inch range, so we'll see how many are in range. Probably not too many. 13 Warriors are in range with AP1, but it does have all of dust all the way down into these Terminators. Let's do it. These guys are hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Oh yeah, pretty good. 1 there. 4s. Boom. Pretty bad. 4 wounds, 2 ups. Taken nothing. Locust is gonna fire into you, man. Hey, man. 3 shots, man. On 3s, man. Rerolling 1s, man. 3s to wound strength 6. AP4. 6s are extra AP. That's 3 wounds. AP.
Oh, it's AP4.
AP4. So 3 go through AP4, ignoring cover. So 3 5 ups. Yeah. 1 at a time. Take a damage. Take a damage. D3 damage. The first one does. Okay. Okay, I kill 1. Just kill 1. 1's down to 2. Not bad, could be better, but decent. This Annihilation Barge is going to fire everything into the Terminators. Pause the barge. 4 Immortals have line of sight into the spawn on 2 wounds. 3s. Ooh. Oh! I'm going to shoot the Annihilation Barge into him, spending a CP for talent for Annihilation. 10 shots from the big Tesla cannon, and then the little one's coming in as well, because either strength 6 or 7, still winning on 3s, hitting on 3s, exploding 6s. Come on.
6s.
Death or Glory. 1 mortal. 1 more, so probably wasn't worth it. In addition to that, man, this many 2-up saves. Yes, 2 go through, which kills a boy. 1 3-up, sir, which you for this Annihilation Barge is going to light up everything into them. 13 shots with the Annihilation Barge into the spawn. Okay. This many hits, 2 misses, wounding on 3s. Oh yeah. 4 up saves and everything. 1 damage. AP doesn't matter. Oh, you found it. As Paul's going to point, tempting me not to shoot them now because they're off the point, which I might take the bait because now the Ghost Dog can't see them, so arguably maybe it was a mistake, but we move. So he has to shoot, the Ghost Dog's going to shoot everything into that guy on 2 wounds. I kill him, no primary points to Zinch next time. Ghost Dog's coming into the spawn in the building. Hitting on 2s, we've got Marby Dund and Lord's Will. It's re-rolling the 1s. Oh yeah. Quite a few 1s. Conversion. And 5s. Oh, we got it, yeah. Ghost Dog fired and that guy's dead. No more primary for the Zinch. And we have the Tomb Blades to fire, the Luminor, and the Menhirs. Luminor, he's on 2 wounds, but he's going to fire into the Terminators. D3 shots from Illuminor. Yes! He hits on 3s. Oh yeah. That was everything, by the way. 2s to wound. Oh yeah. 5 up invuns, D6 damage, AP 4. Pretty big. Come on, Illuminor. Come on, Illuminor! Yes. Illuminor. Yes. Illuminor. D6 damage. I needed 2 on the first one. Yeah. Nice. And then I need a 3. Yeah. And then I need a... Yeah. Oh, we've got 2 on the last one. Terminators only have 3 left. Ouch. All right, and then, continuing, we have Menhirs. It's not great value, but I have nothing else. They're going to go 2 shots into the Terminators. First one, does it hit? It does. Does it wound? It does. Second one, does it hit? It does. Does it wound? It does. 5 up. Oh, and I'm... Yay! Got a wound. 6 damage, though. I'm pretty sure he did. DP reroll. Oh. Alright, so yeah, no Terminators full, but there's just 3 left. The Soul Reapers do remain. Blades are ignoring cover. They're going to go into the Flame of Voice because one of them's on a wound, and they're within half range and it's AP3.
Very nice.
Tomb Blades are firing into the Flame Squad on a wound. On 4s. Because I fell back. 3s to wound. That's just 2 wounds, but I do get a guy. I've survived the Necron shooting phase. I wiped out 4 Terminators. I wiped out a spawn. I killed the spawn in the building, and I killed the Zinch Marine. It wasn't actually too bad. Importantly, this Locust Destroyer is pushed up, giving you no primary. And I think that is the end of Necron turn 3. And I'll get 3 points behind enemy lines. And yeah, aboard the Witch, I didn't completely kill a unit, unfortunately, because the Terminators are still kicking. So yeah, I'll get CP back and we'll see what happens in Thousand Suns turn 3, and they don't get any points for their primary. Thousand Suns turn 3, they got no primary points for their P1, and we'll see what happens as we go into their moon phase. Alright, beginning of turn 3 for the Thousand Suns, the score is 25 to the Necrons to 7 for the Thousand Suns as we go into their moon phase, and they try and fight back against the hordes of the Necrons. So, end of Zinch, turn 3, movement phase, they healed the wounds on this guy.
I moved these guys back behind the building so they can be a bit safer.
Obscured the crates. These Terminators pushing out to get some shots off.
Yeah, to either to probably try and tag up or kill the
Ghost Dog.
That
could be quite scary.
Yeah, smite and put all their guns here.
Into the Tomb Blades. Very nice, and that's Thousand Suns turn 3, and we're going to the Psychic phase. And we'll see how they respond in this epic game. As the Silent King is chilling at the back. The 5 Zinch Marines on the right are going to smite the Tomb Blades. They don't get it. 4 command points to +1, yeah, so you get it off, so D3 mortals. For 2 more, so you kill it. 1 Tomb Blade falls. He's going to Doom Bolt the Barge because the closest eligible is him, as the Locust is not in sight. Can he get it? He does not. Okay. Cummins, now let's smite the Barge. Gets a smite. For D3. For 1. On 3 wounds. Now he's coming in with a Zinch's Firestorm into the Barge. Ooh, that is a natural 9. Now it's 5 pluses and mortals instead of 6s, which is pretty spicy on 9 dice. You just need 3. Averagely, you do take them out. What will the dice say? They say, I'm alive. With a wound. I need 4 more Cabal points to do D3 mortals. So he dies. Min 1. Does he blow up? He does not. And the Barge finally dies, but he did tremendous. And that's the Psychic phase continues. The Barge is destroyed. You got -1 to hit on the Terminators, and you're trying to throw a smite out into him from the squad of Marines. And they make it. D3 mortals! Oh my God, for 2 mortals. He's on a wound remaining. The Locust. Lockhurst. What happens next? Alright, the spawn have been given the 4-up invuln as this test was passed. Trying another smite into the Barge, which he makes on an 8. D3 mortals. Just 1. The Terminators are going to smite the Barge. They need quite high. They will make it again. And then you get a 2 more. Barge is on 5 wounds remaining. Barge is on 5 wounds. The Locust is on a wound. Failed pre-save. Spend a CP to roll it. Here we go. Rerolling. Oh, he makes it. And then he's going to the Terminators.
And I'll spend my last 4 Cabal points to get a CP back.
Very nice.
Should I get back?
Illegal for the Thousand Suns to do extra range and smites. The Barge has only lost a wound. Who won that?
All the 9 flamers into that.
Ah, 9 flames into the...
Nice.
Spend a CP to give him a 4-up invuln. Got 4-up invulns. Here we go. With the Sergeant who's strength 3. D6 hits. You love a 6. Wounding on 6s. So hopefully the 6s will save me. Get 1. 5-up save! Oh! 6 wounds. And now you have 8 flamers. That's not great, actually, to be fair. 24 hits with the flamers in the building. Into the Barge. Wounding on 5s. Pretty good, actually. Okay, 7 wounds go through. 4 months. Save me, brother. Yes. He's down to 2 wounds left. Oh, 1 Soul Reaper from that squad, this squad here, into the Locust, and then the rest of the Flamers into the barge.
Starting with
starting with the Soul Reaper.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So this is 3s roll once.
Yeah, into the Locust. So 3 hits, wounding on 3s. 2 went through. I need 2 6s! Ah. The Locust, denied in primary, but falls. The Strength 3 Flamer. Bro, I swear. 6s to wound. You get 1 again. 4 up. No.
6 flamers.
Okay, 3d6 Flamers.
Yes. That's.
Wounding on 5, so nothing. Nothing. You got 4. 4 Invine. Does he explode? Oh, he does! 1 barge falls, the other one crumbles. He explodes though and takes a wound on a spawn. That squad is now firing into the Tomb Blades. Here we go.
That's also one of the
number of
best.
flames. It's gonna be running on 4s, bro. Oh, 5, strength 4. This might give me a chance. 5 up. Oh, nice. 5 up. 5 up. Okay, then this is 6 ups, and they're all dead. The Tomb Blades got picked up.
We move on to the pièce de résistance.
The Terminators are going to fire everything into the warriors.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 1 CP to double my shots on my Soul Reapers.
You guys spend a CP, double shots on the Soul Reapers that are coming in hot. Hitting on 2s, 0
Soul Reap is what it's called.
1 CP, pretty OP strat.
2s, 0s.
Not bad.
Possible.
3s to wound. Oh my god. This many 6 ups. Cover, make nice. 1. Another 6. No. Only 6 warriors left. 32 bolters on 2s, 3 rolling 1s. This is death. 5 bolters, so 3s, and then I have 6 up saves. 6 ups, and ooh, made a couple. But the warriors got picked up, leaving a hole in the Necron. Leaving a hole in the Necron lines. But that's the end of turn 3 shooting phase of the Thousand Suns, which was pretty devastating. Wiped out the Tomb Blades, both barges and 1 on the Psychic, and you killed the warriors as well. It's pretty nasty. And now we're going for charging. I guess the spawn are coming in to the Ghost Ark. The spawn made it into the Ark. They're coming in. What do they roll for? Totally good. 5 is re-roll the wound roll, and the spawn get 8d3 number of attacks because I killed 1. Yay! It's pretty good. So yeah, 34 damage, 17 attacks.
34 attacks, yes.
No, 17. 17.
4s.
1 force. Let me live. Okay, I'll live. Wounding on 5s, re-rolling. You don't even need the freaking re-roll. Oh my god.
Okay.
Invons, 5 ups. Quantum shielding! I take. Oh, what a beast. Ghost Ark fought back off camera and did nothing. And that's pretty much the climax of turn 3 for the Tzeentch. And they wiped out quite a few things. And they get maybe some points. Not really any points. No points. Behind lines, they're not scored yet. No prisoners end of the game. And Assassinate is still on 3. And Necrons will get even more for their primary as we go into Necron turn 4. End of Necron turn 4, Moon Phase. I push the Psychic King up, Illuminor's up. He's going to heal the Ghost Ark. These Immortals are over here to shoot those guys. Those Immortals stay back behind that objective to hold it down. I got 8 for my primary. We're going to kill more things. Alright, we are going to heal D3 wounds from Illuminor onto the Ghost Ark because he's within 3 inches. 2 wounds. Ghost Ark is back up to 13 wounds. Start of the Necron shooting phase, you wiped out a lot of my assets and the Ghost Ark can't fire, but we'll try shoot with what else we have. Alrighty, these Immortals are now going to fire into those spawn. 5 shots from the Immortals. By the way, from our Duns, no one was in range for anything really, so no buffs went off in terms of command phase abilities. I just really healed wounds and pushed up. But now we're going to do 5 shots from the Immortals into those spawn, hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of the Silent King. Silent King power! Ah! Strength 5, T5, so 4s. 2 wounds. Unkillable things in the world! 2 4-ups. Take damage. Okay, it's not going great. Alright, now we got the Lord with his Staff of Light into them. On 3s and 5, so it's a 4. That's a win. AP2 1, AP3 actually. Oh damn. So, Illuminor is going to shoot into the Terminators.
I might want it.
Interesting. I might then reevaluate. Silent King's gonna fire. He's gonna do his Staff of Stars, the AP2 1 damage into. I'm gonna shoot everything into the spawn apart from his Menhirs, which are gonna go into the Terminators. But before that, we're going to shoot Illuminor. Before that, we're going to shoot Illuminor into the Terminators.
Nice. Just to completely distract you.
D3 shots. Hey! Nice. I feel the power! 2s to wound.
2s to wound.
Yes. 2 5 up, sir.
Just 2.
Illuminor says no.
Oh.
Illuminor says no. So, 1's on 2 wounds. That's a 5. Next one is a 2. I'm going to CP reroll that because that's a Terminator's life. Come on! Yes, that's a 3! So I've killed 4 Terminators, which is about 160 points. Points back just in damage, not in buffs. He's been buffing things left, right, and centre. These are T6. We're moving on. We're now going to go to the Silent King. We're going to go 2 men his into those boys. We're going to go the rest into the spawn. Off with the 2 damage, Scepter of Eternal Glory into the spawn. On 2s. 3s. Strength 8. That's 2 wounds. 4 ups. Die spawn. Die. Oh! I got to go blood. Spawn. This is the Scepter of Eternal 3s. Yes. 5 4-ups. Yes, finally. Nice. 1 unkillable spawn ever. 2 men his into the Terminators. First men here. It hits and does it wound? It does. Second men here. Does it hit? It does. And does it wound? It does.
I got 6
damage.
Yes, so 5 ups.
AP 5. No.
Only 5 ups. 5 ups.
Yes. 6 damage, another 1 splat. 3 Terminators died this turn. I feel like I'm killing 3 every turn. And on a weird anti-climax, the Necron turn is over. Because the men his fired, killed 3 Terminators. Illuminov fired, killed 2 Terminators. No, he killed the Terminator. And then the Ghost Dog fired, and those spawn are alive, and they're being really annoying. I mean, I might as well try and do a mega charge from the Silent King. Charge was not in range. That's the end of Necron turn 4. And we go into Thousand Suns turn 4, and they get 8 points to their primary, and we'll see what happens. Necrons are in the command protocol Hungry Void, so they get +1 strength in melee. Hungry Void! Thousand Suns turn 4, looks like they're popping some crystals. Meth crystals. End of Thousand Suns turn 4, movement phase, pushing things up. They teleported these rubrics behind, trying to flame some things. And we'll see what happens in the Psychic phase as they look to defeat the Necrons in almost the finale. Playing with the Mortal Wound Sorcerer. Siege's Firestorm on the Ghost Duck. He gets an initial 9. 5s and 6s immortals, he takes 2 mortals. Down to 11 wounds. For a Doom Bolt, he gets down to 8 wounds. Going for a smite. Ooh. No. D3 mortals into the Ghost Dark for just 1. 7 wounds remaining. Another smite comes in.
Yep.
D3 mortals. 2 more. Dark's on 5 wounds. You've done. These guys are going to attempt to try and take away the Silent King's invulnerable save. Upgrades me 2 powers. This is the 2nd power. Doesn't go off.
That makes
CP to reroll. No.
Same thing.
Is get Presage, the 7-man squad.
Yep.
More Cabal points to all cast to teleport on those 3 Terminators to jump them back behind enemy lines to get more points. 4 more Cabal points to an extra D3 mortals in the Ghost Arc that's on 5 wounds. Let's go. For big one.
Big one.
Okay. You try and smite with the Terminators for a CP, last thing, in Psychos. And he gets it.
D3.
D3. Just 1. 3! Oh, I went from 13 to 1. That was a deadly Psychic phase. And we go into the shooting phase. Yes. That was pretty tasty. I'm sorry, Buchanan into the Ghost Dark, going for broke here. 5 shots on 3s. Oh man, why are you wrong?
I'm gonna check that now. I'm pretty sure it is, but
3 5-ups. Oh my god! Oh, CPA does explode. Does not. Do they die? 1 falls. And the Ghost Dark finally falls. 9 warriors jump. Guys are firing. They're doing 6 guys into the Lord plus the Sergeant. Yeah. And then 3 guys into the Immortals who are T6. It doesn't matter right now, but it's still cool. Shooting phase has begun. Here we go. This is into the Lord.
Yeah.
Number of shots, not great. Actually pretty really good. Balanced. 16 shots into the Lord who does have cover, so it's going to be winning on 5s. Ooh.
That's very good.
Lord has cover. It's 5 of them go through. He has 4 wounds. He has 4 up saves. Ooh, yes, he's alive with 1 wound. Oh my god. Tanks it.
I knew I should have gone.
Whew. And then you got 3 more into the Immortals. 3 guys into the Immortals so far for 7 shots. To the T6 Immortals.
Like
T6 Immortals.
Like to point out
7 shots into the Immortals, wounding on 5s. T6. Just 1. So 5 up. Yay! All of this for a drop of blood. So the Terminators are firing. They're doing 3 bolters into the Warriors and the rest into the Silent King, spending 2 CP for +1 to wound. Let's go. This is the last of the shooting, right?
Yes.
Very nice. Silent King on 3s, rerolling the 1s. That was pretty strong. No conversion though. +1 to wound is 4 as well. Oh wow. Let's go. 5 4s. Live. Oh, takes 1 down. The man here is there. He just kind of broke. Very sad. Oh no, but he's on 4 wounds. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. 2 ball guys. Get the rerolls. Winning on 4s. 3 4 up M1s. Take the damage. Down to 3, yeah? Styles on 3s. 1 30 T7, winning on 2s. Okay.
Yes.
4 M1s. No. Easy dash. Oh, you kill men here.
Those men here?
One on hit died, one's on 3. 3 damage from some bolters that wasn't applied, but now is hit. And I save all of them. And then the Terminators firing into the Warriors. Everything hit. 3s to wounds.
Yeah.
Go through, so just 4 AP2 is 6s on the Warriors. 6s. No, 4. Reanimation, sir! Yes, 2 come back. 2 Warriors stood back up. The final straw to the piece of the puzzle. These 3 guys into the Immortals. These 2 Terminators, 2 Soul Reapers into the Immortals, and then the rest into the Warriors.
Yeah.
Soul Reapers on 2s because they got presage. No, 1-1. 3s with the... Where are the missiles going? Look at that roll, dude.
Yeah,
Jesus. You made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7...
4 ups.
6 ups. I'm wiped out. The Immortals aren't that immortal. And 4 balls in the Warriors on 2s. And then 4s. Tough boys. 1 guy's clinging to cover, so it's a 5. And then a 6. Oh. Why did I tell you that power? Make up. Yo! So these guys are going to try and charge the Lord?
No.
The epic, intense game continues, and he makes a charge.
Let's see
What do they get? 2. 3d3 attacks each, so 9d3 attacks, and I have 5 Warriors left.
3s.
All 1s. Oh, that's a lot of attacks. 21 attacks into the Warriors. Live, brothers! 4s. Okay, then it was a small chance. 3s to wound. Oh, that was good. Power of 6s! Oh. Wipe out the Warriors. And 1,000 Suns turn 4 and they wiped out the Warriors. And they got more points than no prison. I actually didn't reanimate any. I reanimated 2.
Bad for me as well.
Alright, nice. And that's the end of 1,000 Suns, turn 4, and I will only get 4 points of primary, and I have nothing else to rectify that, which is pretty annoying. So he gets 4 points of primary lines, and I get 4 more points of primary, so we go into Necron, turn 5. End of Necron's turn 5 movement phase, the final turn. Pardon my language. The Immortals are going to blast, they're going to use their blasters to blast these unkillable spawn, who no longer have the invuln.
Very
Or do
killable
they?
now. No.
Okay, thank God. Thank God. And then I'm going to try and kill these guys while killing those Terminators, take out his behind enemy line stuff, and yeah, continue the game. And we'll see what happens as we go into Necron turn 5, shooting phase. Illuminor is going to eradicate them. D3 shots, Illuminor. That's -1 damage for CP. He hits on, fine, hitting on 3s. 2s. Oh my God. CP reroll one of them. CP for the Necrons, 1 goes through with a 5-up invuln. Come on, Illuminor. 4 of them. 4 of them.
What was meant to be?
No. Oh, 1 damage. King is going to fire his 2 damage shots into them, 1 damage shots into them, and then the men here also into them.
Very nice.
Start off with the men here. Come on, men here. Oh my God. This is big. Shush. 2s. 5 invuln.
AP3, right?
1 more dies, 8 are left. So 2 damage. So that goes through, but you -1 to the damage.
Yeah.
So you're on 1 wound. So long story short.
Okay, so
Oh my God, this is very confusing. Sorry, apologies. He fired his Scepter of Eternal Glory into them, -1 damage. They're down to 1. Then he did his men here, which missed. And then he did a Staff of Stars, which will now fire into them. This is into the Staff of Stars into the boys. So 1,000 Suns on 2s. Strength 6. 3s. Ooh. These guys, all his dust is 4 up. It used to be 3 ups. Okay, yes. The Lord is going to fire into the Terminators. 3 shots, he advanced on 4s. Strength 5, so 3s. That's save 2, so 3 ups. Now, if your car makes a sound, you're in danger. These Immortals are going to shoot everything into the spawn. Okay, 10 shots into the spawn on 2s, rerolling everything. Come on, make this. Yes. 4s, no saves. Okay, unkillable spawn, they're still unkillable. And then we just do some charges, and Silent King's just going to charge these guys. Coming in hot. Getting a 6 attacks with the Scepter of Eternal Glory. Come on, I need everything here. 2s. On everything I roll. Stop rolling 1s. Strength 9, 5 invulns. 2 damage. Die, brother. Yes. 4. Don't like it. All right, 4 more attacks. Come on, I need to kill everything. I need this to go through. 2s, please. Come on. No, I need everything to go through. I need everything. Come on, give it to me. No, why? 5 up, invuln. Come on, fool. Oh man, the Ball of the Witch is gonna be. I'm gonna get 2 points of Ball of the Witch. This is so bad.
It's supposed to be so good.
It's supposed to be so good. And then that's the end of Necrons. You can fight back with your.
My sorcerer.
Yeah, your sorcerer. Jordan's Marine.
Yeah.
Already hit and then wounding on 4s. 2 damage. For 1. Of Necrons turn 5. I didn't get Ball of the Witch points. I got a couple more new prisoners points and no more behind enemy line points. So we'll see what happens in 1,000 Suns turn 5 as the Necrons choke it at the end. Turn 5 for the Thousand Suns. You get primary at the end. You probably wipe out everything you come into. But we'll see how many assassinate points you get, I guess.
Assassinate points?
The relentlessness of the Thousand Suns has ensured that they are ripe for victory in the final stages of the game. End of movement phase is Thousand Suns on turn 5. They're pushing up the Terminators. The Sorcerer's coming up. They've done the action on the middle objective. They've also tried to do a smite, but the Silent King just blocked it. He turned around like a boss. And we're moving on in the Psychic phase, or the Zinch phase.
Yep.
This Sorcerer's gonna Doombolt Illuminor. Bring it on.
Goes off.
Takes 3 damage to down 4 wounds. This Firestorm Illuminor. Does get above an natural 9, which he's been doing. We're getting it all game. This is on 5s and Mauls. So 1. Oh god!
Oh, there we go. 4, 5. That's what it's been saving up all.
And you wipe out Illuminor. MVP for sure for the Necrons. What a beast. Mighty the Lord. Got a super on an 11. It was already rolled off camera. D6 for big 1. And he lives. Ah! He's alive on a wound.
I'm gonna spend 4 cabal points to do an extra D3.
Oh.
He's dead.
He never uses Reservoir Game and now he's dead, but I am spending my last CP to resurrect him. I'll do it now! Yeah! With 2 wounds. Terminators have shooting everything. The Lord stood back up. What a beast. He did what the Chronomancer could never do. Get value at the orb today. It wasn't great. Alright, continue. Soul Reapers! You're gonna get. He's just gonna kill. Oh. So that many go through, AP3. There's 2 wounds left. 6 ups! Oh, he's dead. At this moment in time, the Thousand Suns have not enough in their locket to take down the Silent King. They do a few damage, but the men here keeps them safe. So at the end of the game, the Silent King survives with 5 immortals. But the Thousand Suns have pierced the lines to get another 4 points. They get another 4 points from behind enemy lines, which is pretty good. They'll get no prisoner points, which will tally. Necrons only got 2 points for Bore the Witch, which was pretty poor. We'll see the points now. It's been a great game. Great game, my friend. End of the game, Necrons got 51, and the Thousand Suns can't read it, but they got 58. Thousand Suns won by 7 points, and I only got 2 points for Bore the Witch, and 3 points for behind enemy lines. So if I had chosen Raised Banners or something like that, and done a Bore the Witch better, or maybe got something else, it would have been a different game. What went well for the Thousand Suns?
Behind enemy lines.
At the end.
I didn't like it too much when I was playing, but at the end when I didn't have as much screening, it was nice to get the units in. Yeah, it was quite good. You got 8 points at the end, pretty good. And what went well, the mortal wounds were quite nice, and the damage from the psychic was good, and the shooting from the Terminators too. Easier,
picking off the characters at the end, and also keeping the Terminators alive. And MVP. Probably the 3 Terminators at the end.
Yeah, 3 Terminators, or even the Rubric Flamers that just went back and didn't die.
For the Necrons, I say MVP, probably the Tomb Blades or Illuminor. What went well, I started strong and I got a lot of damage on you, but then I kind of just ran out of things. And I lost by 7 points. If I just killed those 2 Rubrics and those 3 Terminators, that'd be 4 points, and that'd be 3 points. And if I just done behind enemy lines one more time, I would have won the game. It literally came down to secondary, so it was really close. MVP, I'll give it to Illuminor. What went well, the initial phase, even better if just doing better on my secondaries, I don't would have done that.
Yeah, so something instead of behind enemy lines. Behind wheels and trap, we were like, oh,
you actually did quite well for it. But
yeah, it's alright.
Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.